Hello, everyone. This is a presentation on small business health spa site selection. My name is Nova Johnson, and this is going to be for Introduction to Doctoral Studies and Research Methods in Business, Module 5, SLP assignment. The rationale behind the study is that site selection for an organization plays an important factor in their potential revenue ability. The selection of a location for a small business influences how the organization operates as well as how it connects to the community. Having the ability to understand the use of location information and geography are an art in today's business world. Fundamental to the success of a small business is its location. This covers all aspects to include where it will be located, supply chain marketing, and most importantly, consumer interaction. Proper location selection gives a small business the ability to plan long-term, since it is often a significant portion of fixed costs. Selecting the right location will help reduce this fixed cost over time while raising market performance. All right, the two research questions we're looking at answering are what are considerations for beauty spa locations, and what methods do large health spas such as Massage Envy use when deciding on new franchise locations? All right, the reason we're looking to answer this first question is because when identifying a new location, it is important to know what the characteristics of a successful location are versus choosing a site just because we like the design of the building or the area is appealing to us, instead of providing us the best potential profits for our small organization. The importance of the second question is large organizations are generally successful, especially in these niche markets, because they have a formula that is tried and true. The rationale is that if a formula works for a large organization, we can tweak this formula to make it benefit our small business. The research question expectations are, we expect to find these answers. Easily accessible by highway or byway, with plenty of traffic, both foot and four-wheeled, and also parking. Surrounding areas should be attractive, well-lit, and safe. Retail businesses should be relatively close. And types of establishments that we're looking at either buying or leasing are freestanding buildings, storefront properties, and shopping centers like strip malls. You want to stay away from actual malls because a mall itself is going to have a lot higher lease than a strip mall, or even if you're on the outskirts of the parking lot for a strip mall. And then we're looking at the amount of startup funding that we're going to have by the size of the facility that we want to have. The ability of space in the city where we want to do business, the local competition, and our tolerance or our ability to renovate the building so that it suits our needs a little bit better than if we just left it the way it was. Okay. For the literature review, we're going to be looking at mapping customer demand, or mapping customer foot traffic. So measuring the foot traffic reveals the busiest or most ideal locations for opening a small business. This number, however, is just a small part of a bigger picture. When we use a mobile-enabled foot tracking solution, we can drill down the foot count by age, gender, and other dynamics. We can also explore trends like what time of the day is the busiest day of the week, and we can also compare different locations in a side-by-side comparison. This can either be acquired through manual counting, security cameras, automatic door counters, or web-based applications that pull data from smartphones. This is also empirical data that we're going to be using. Health spa demographics. We get identifying the historical demographics of consumers that have used health and beauty spas will tie into our foot traffic mapping to ensure that the demographic target has a high probability of moving past our locations or our possible locations. We're going to use past studies, and it's going to be empirical data for this one too. All right. Location considerations. All right, we have to understand what makes prime locations for beauty spas. And then how we're going to do this, we're going to use case studies from the different organizations out there so that we can piggyback off of the work that they've done. And local tax considerations, right? So really we need to know if there's going to be any tax breaks that are going to be available to us as a small business in the local areas that we're looking at. And this is going to be empirical data also. Okay, our methodology is going to be both quantitative and qualitative methods were used for this research. Empirical data is used from the GIS website as well as the web-based foot trafficking websites and apps that we're going to be using. And local taxes and incentives for New Bern, North Carolina, because that's where we're actually looking to move this business. Case studies will be used for health spa demographics and location considerations. Also, case studies are going to be used on the Massage Envy franchise for when they were looking at selecting their sites. And Massage Envy is a large national health spa chain, or actually massage, beauty, and health spa chain. And the significance of this study is that the study is going to help Beauty Bar by Heather, which is the organization that we've identified that we're going to help try to find a new location, because the owner wants to move her business down to the tourist area of New Bern, South Carolina. So we're going to help her identify a new location, help her business grow a larger clientele, and also use word of mouth about the establishment to augment the limited marketing budget. This study will also help assist in the planning process of securing a prime location in that tourist and the historic district of New Bern, North Carolina. The references that we use to put this together is the effect of state tax incentives on economic growth and firm location decisions, an overview of literature, the 5 factors for finding the right site, GIS and location analytics drive business, local taxes, public services, and the intra-metropolitan location of firms and households. We use a case study of Massage Envy, and then site selection, finding and developing your best location. So if anybody has any questions on this presentation, please feel free to ask them of me once I upload this to the our discussion board for this course.